In many biblical stories, change does not arrive the way we expect. It does not begin with noise. It does not begin with movement. It does not begin with something obvious. Instead, it begins with something much quieter. A moment that feels almost unimportant. A moment that most readers move past without noticing. But when you begin to look more carefully, a pattern starts to emerge. A pattern that appears again and again, right before everything changes. Across many passages of Scripture, major turning points rarely begin with action. They begin with a pause. A moment where the story slows down, where movement fades, where nothing seems to happen. At first glance, these moments feel empty. But they are not empty. They are transitional. They are the space between what was and what is about to become. Ancient writers did not construct narratives randomly. They understood rhythm. They understood pacing. They understood how to guide attention. And one of the most powerful tools they used was silence. Not silence as absence, but silence as structure. A moment that signals change without announcing it. When a story enters a moment of stillness, something begins to shift. Not visibly, not dramatically, but internally. The direction of the narrative starts to move. The outcome begins to take shape. And by the time the change becomes visible, it has already begun. Modern readers are trained differently. We look for clear signals, for action, for obvious turning points. But ancient texts often communicate through subtlety, through structure, through what is not immediately visible. And because of this, we often miss the most important moment. Across different books of the Bible, this same pattern appears. Different authors, different time periods, different contexts, yet the same structure repeats. A quiet moment, a pause, a slowing of the narrative, and then change. When something repeats across multiple texts, it raises a question. Is it coincidence? Or is it intentional? Patterns are rarely accidental, especially when they appear across time, across authors, across contexts. Silence changes perception. It removes distraction. It creates focus. In that moment, the reader is no longer rushing forward. The story is no longer moving quickly. Everything becomes still. And in that stillness, meaning begins to emerge. This pattern is not only present in Scripture. It reflects something deeply human. Change often begins quietly. Before a major shift, there is uncertainty. There is stillness. There is a moment where nothing seems to move, and yet everything is already changing. When you begin to notice this pattern, Scripture begins to feel different. Not just a sequence of events, but a structured experience, where silence is not absence, but meaning. Where pauses are not empty, but intentional. So the next time you read a passage and the story suddenly slows down, you might pause. Just for a moment. Because that quiet moment, that subtle shift, may not be random at all. It may be the exact point where everything has already begun to change.